so y'all been asking me for this video, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna do it. So in this video, I'm gonna be doing a beginner-friendly wig application. A lot of y'all was like, I'm afraid to use glue. I don't know how to use glue. I don't know how to cut my legs. So I'm gonna show you a real simple way. In my opinion, it's very simple to apply your wig. So let's go ahead and just get started. Excuse my hair, cause y'all know Benz do got hair. I do got real hang time, so don't even come on here with that. I got real hang time, okay? Armpit, bra strap worthy, okay? So what I want to do is pull all my hair back to the back, to the back, to the back, to the back, with my hair tie, to the head, back, to the back. Okay. You can do a ball cap method with this. I don't when I'm doing a quick easy way to put my wigs on, because 9 times out of 10 I will take my wigs off in a couple days. But like I said, it just depends on how I feel. But I'm just oiling my hairline and stuff. I could have put some moisturizer on it, but I already have moisturized my hair, so I kind of was putting some oil in. Maybe I look good bald head. Hell no. So what I'm gonna do first is drop my comb. This is the wig from DSoar. So it's been dyed honey brown. So what I'm gonna do is dry it out a little more, dry the inside. Outside is dry. So what I do when I put on an easy, I want an easy, fast tutorial, or put on my wig, I adjust my straps in the back first, kind of where I want them to be when I put the wig on. So just adjust your straps. As I said, DSoar has some pretty good straps, not gonna lie. So go ahead and just adjust them to where you want them at. So go ahead and pull it over. And if it's snug, like, I don't think I will have to, man, you could wear this glueless if you wanted to, but still a little wet. I said, this is a new color for me, so y'all have to bear with me, because y'all know Benz do not wear a whole lot of colors, but it'll probably be better once I style it and actually put it on. So it's 150 density. I believe a 13 by 4 frontal. It has wefts in the back of the head. Yeah, this would probably be something that'll look better flat iron for me. Like I said, you could wear it wet. I wanted to see how it looked wet, so that's just me. Probably gonna go ahead and pull it in a ponytail, or just clip it to the back. I'm just gonna clip it to the back to get it out of my way. So what we're gonna do next is, since depending on how far your ear tabs are, if you wanna cut them, I usually I can get scissors, but I'm gonna show you what I usually do. So I pull it down, it's covering my ear just a little bit. So what I do is I run my finger, or you can get a comb to this part to where I want the ear tab to fall on. So say I want that right there gone, I run my finger, cause I know, like I said, I know how to do this with my hands. So you can get some clips to help hold the hair back, everything like that. but I use my finger to run over what I want to fall. So see where I got that little piece sectioned off? When I cut my lace, I don't usually use scissors anymore because I don't like how the texture of the lace or the cut pattern is, because the cut pattern does something, it does help with laying your lace a little better. So what I do is I just saw it a little bit. This is an eyebrow razor. So if you're like, what is she using? Eyebrow razor. It's an eyebrow razor. And then boom, you just take off the little ear tab. And now you can just pull it right over, just like that. And then you pull up the other side to see if you need to, because some wigs you don't have to because they some fit perfect on you, and some you will have to cut a significant amount of ear tab off. This is where the practice and the patience come. But what I do recommend is, if you're new at this, go ahead and just take your time cutting. Cut little pieces if you have to. Take your time. There is no reason you need to be rushing. Like, a lot of people be rushing and then you fuck around and cut something and now look at you. You messed up. You're done. Your wig is unsalvageable. So I cut like that, just like that. So I pull it over, and you can see I did try to pluck it a little bit. I didn't pluck a whole lot because y'all know I do go pluck crazy. But like I said, I wanted y'all to see what it do look like. So what I am going to do next is roll it back, like boom, boom, just like that. It should lay flat. If not, you can put clips. It's no big deal. So what I do next is, these are the two main things I use for my ball cap method, and these are the two main things I use if I'm going to quickly apply a wig. You can use one or the other, or you can use both. But these are the only thing I use. If I'm not gonna use got to be glue, bowl holder, I'm not gonna use anything like that, then I'm going to use just some regular glue. So what y'all need to understand is, if y'all scared to use regular hair glue, practice using this. So what you want to do is go along your hairline. Usually I have a ball cap on, a ball cap method. I do have a video on my page of me doing that. But what I do is I follow my hairline in the same way I do the glue for lace glues, the same way I can do this. And the good part about this, you can wash it off and start over. Okay, this is a good way to practice how to lay your glue and how to be really cautious of how much glue you lay down. But this is really a good way to practice. So I go above my hairline like always, because that's just where I always lay my wigs. I lay them above my hairline. And don't get it on the frontal too much, and just work it down. Just like if it was like the hair glue, you want to work it like that and then smooth it. Excuse me. And then you get your spray. Not a whole lot, just a little. But don't let it run all over your face though. That's one thing you don't want it to do, is to run everywhere on your face. So spray a little bit and massage in there a little bit, work down to the sides. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work down the sides and just keep on working. So once you do that, you will have like a thick, it don't necessarily have to be thick, but you want enough. I don't put a whole lot, because if you do this properly, you won't need a whole lot. So I'm just rinsing my finger back off. So what I'm gonna do is just dry it just a little bit, not all the way, but just a little bit. You can use cool air, warm air. I usually use warm air because I like warm air. I know it ain't the most protective thing, but I do like warm air. I'm anemic, so I don't like cold air being blown on me unless I'm really, really hot. So, they like, how do you know it's enough? Not too much. Well, you don't want it to be running, and they'll start tacking just a little bit. Just a little bit. So when you do get that, bring the frontal back down and pull up. Now, you're gonna pull up on this side, and then you're gonna pull up on the other side. Sometimes you can do this in 2 parts. Sometimes I do it in 1, but you can just do it just like that, or you can just tie it down. Sometimes I tie it down, sometimes I don't. But I will after I get done holding it in place. Alright, so what I'm finna do now, you still see the little tabs still come up a little bit. That's no big deal. I just wanted to like kind of freeze it in spot, like keep it pulled down. So what you're gonna do is with your can of spray, or you can use the gel, but this is what I do. I go back and just spray right on the hairline where I just put all that glue at, or got to be glue at gel. I'll spray right there to kind of like lock it in, because some parts might be down and some might not, but this is what I'm doing. And then once you do that, just a little bit, not too much, because you don't want your frontal to be crunchy. Now you get a headscarf. You can use a headscarf. You can use I would prefer like either those tissue paper little hair wrap things. I don't know the proper name, so don't hold me to it, but it's the things that men use when they get their hair cut. But I have a box of those in there, so I got my headscarf back. And you just hold it down. You could, since the way the wig is set, you can adjust it just a little bit, not too much. So now I'm gonna blow dry it. And just, you're gonna have to make sure it's completely dry. Like I said, you can wear this hair in a wet, wavy way if you wanted to. I probably won't. Sometimes you don't have, if you ain't got a blow dryer, then wrap your hair up and just go clean, go do some dishes, or go get in the shower, or go do some laundry. But you gotta make sure that this dries completely. Like, it has to dry completely. And this is actually the same method that I use to lay my regular wigs with regular glue, but I don't use this afterwards. But what I just showed you on how to lay the glue thin and how I pull my frontal down is how I pull my frontal down and lay it for my wig. So, like I said, you gotta make sure that it's dry all the way. And I ain't gonna take it off just yet, because when you think it's dry, it's not. So you just keep blow drying. Just keep on blow drying. I say you gotta make sure that this is completely dry, because you don't want it to come up later. I'm not done drying. I just use this to kind of lay it as flat as possible. Like I said, if you miss some spots or they coming up a little bit, like right here, I didn't go all the way back. Or right here, I didn't go all the way back with the glue. That's okay. It's not a big issue. So now what I'm doing is kind of pulling my frontal up past the kind of back up to the hairline. You don't, when you're gluing your frontal downs with real glue, it's not going to be easy to do that. So keep that in mind. Try to get your glue as close as possible to your hairline as possible. Since this has got to be glued, we can wash it off a lot easier. So what I'm doing is cutting my lace. Do you see that? Like, it's flat. Like it looked like it would grow out my scalp. So I just tug a little bit to pull back towards the frontal, and then I just go along the hairline and just keep on going towards the hairline, and then that's it. Like, and then you can get some foam to kind of lay it better. Cut you some little sideburns. Man, you can do baby hair if you want, but it's not a real big issue. But then you do the same to the other side, because like I said, it might get a little white. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. But when it do get just a tad white, either you could spray a little more spray on it, put a dab, a pea size of oil on your hairline. Not a whole lot, because some of y'all be going overboard and now y'all stuck with some BS. And then you keep just pulling. See, like this side I didn't have all the way tacked down, but you can always go back and put some glue on there. So now, I should have plugged it a little more, because like I said, I'm used to having a really plugged hairline. But like I said, I wanted y'all to see what a hairline that's not plugged as much looks like. But like I said, it's still a pretty decent wig. It's pretty good. You get what you pay for, so always keep that in mind. I still have some hair in here from when I plucked it a little bit, so y'all like, it's snagging. I just, did that. But kind of like, that's kind of all I do to my wigs. If you want to put on a wig quick and easy, but that's kind of what you can do. I'm probably gonna like play with it a little more, pluck it a little more, do something to customize it just a little bit more, because like I said, I prefer a more custom hairline. So like, what I can just do is pull this down, pull me some little bangs or whatever, pull my little sideburns down, and just really pull it up in a ponytail if I wanted to. Just to the back and just clip it. And then, like I said, you can go back and re-glue these down. But that's kind of all you can, it's really all you can do to it. Like, you ain't gotta do a whole lot. A lot of y'all be stressing about it. It's not nothing you really have to do. I forgot to cut the lace in the back. That's okay. I'll cut it off in a minute. But don't forget to cut the lace in the back of your wig. But this is how it looks. It can be more defined, but other than that, there you go. It's just like that. So thank you, DSoar. Thank you guys for watching. And I want y'all to stay tuned for the next YouTube video we got. So y'all better say thank you to DSoar for this wonderful, you know, quick hair tutorial. So see y'all next time, and thank y'all for watching.